insiders got me a $950,000 settlement for my car wreck.
Call us. It's just that easy.
We are feeling crafty this morning because Dana Chadwell is back on the show. She has Chattanooga Yarn Company inside Northgate Mall. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Julie.
So it's fun to watch you walk in because you have this great little carrier that you wheel in and the mannequins, but then we get to find the grand reveal. These that you always bring with you, Dana, are not for sale.
No, these are for inspiration.
These are for inspiration.
So my shop is filled with sweaters, hats, scarves, tote bags, all kinds of things that are handmade, hand knit, hand crocheted. And what they are is to show you how a specific yarn looks when you've got it worked up and how a pattern looks, and just to inspire you to combine colors and try new techniques and just have fun with your knitting and your crochet.
So when you were here the last time, we talked about the classes, which I mentioned today kind of feel like family very quickly.
Very much so.
People come in and
stay.
stay.
People who've been taking classes since we opened the doors, and a lot of them, you become really friends with the people in your class. You share things with the people in your class, and it doesn't matter how different you are when you walk in. When you sit down at that table, you're all kind of the same. But
I love kind of your messaging today because sewing is coming back in all versions. So knitting is sewing. So a lot of young moms are picking it up again.
Oh yeah.
This is ideal when you're sitting there in that carpool line because it's typically a pretty long wait.
Absolutely. Now that school's back in session, it's not that parents have more time, but it's that parents have this downtime where they're kind of stuck. You're sitting in the car line, you're sitting in the bleachers at practice, you're sitting at dance class, you're waiting, and you don't have a ton of time. You can't work, you don't know how much time you've got, but you can always pull out a handcraft, work a few rows on a sweater. You can do a little punch needle kit, something that you can just put in your purse or have in your glove box.
It's kind of a secret weapon too for parenting, I've found, because if whatever you're doing, if you're in the kitchen or someplace kind of quiet and you're doing something, it's like a magnet to your kids, especially your middle school kids, and they will come and they will just sit and talk to you as you do your thing.
Oh, that's such a good point. When you're not hyper-focused on your kids, sometimes they feel a little more comfortable sharing with you.
Very true. And they'll do that math problem a little bit longer and more happily. Okay, so the classes, they do fill up quickly.
Super fast. So what I tell people to do is get on my email list at ChattanoogaYarn.com, and we send out emails about classes before we post them on social media, before we advertise them in the store. And so you can get first dibs at those classes, because I have classes that fill up as quickly as 30 minutes from the time I post them.
What?
And we keep the classes small so that everybody gets individualized attention and you get a really high quality learning experience. But what that means is you've got to sign up for those classes quickly if it's something you want to take.
Okay, I am not a sewer. One of my coworkers said, did you knit or crochet when you were growing up? I did not. I did cross stitching, which you said was the thing.
Oh gosh, I think it was mandatory in the 80s. We were required to cross stitch.
It was so much fun, and I could embroider a little bit, but I've always loved the color and the feel of yarns. I mean, look at that cute little yarn pack right there.
Yeah, that's just a mini set of 27 colors, so that without having to buy whole skeins of yarn, you can add color work to something like this sweater and not have to have tons of leftover yarn and tons of yardage that you're not going to use.
If you are a knitter or a crocheter, isn't this always a good gift to be given?
Oh, mini sets are such a great gift. Knitters and crocheters love minis. Those are called minis, and we love them because they just sort of give you a lot of freedom and creativity and inspire you to do a lot of fun things with color. So if you look at that hat right there with the whales on it, that's 5 different colors, and you know, you can get a full-size skein in all 5 colors, or you can get the minis and you don't have to buy all 5 full-size skeins.
Now, what are these?
These are hand-woven wraps from Thailand. I got these from a great fair trade company this fall, and they've been selling like crazy, and they're just gorgeous. So, you know, as a gift, or even if you just don't want to make yourself a kind of cream wrap because you're doing other things, they're great for this time of year when you're inside and it's cool and you're outside and it's warm. You just throw it around your shoulders and it turns clothes into an outfit.
This reminds me of the 80s, but what is this?
Yes, everything 80s is super hot now. That's a punch needle kit, and I think people our age will recognize that as one of the crafts of the 80s. But it's such an easy craft, and it's small. You can have it in your purse, you can have it in your glove box. You know, you're basically just following the print on the canvas, and it doesn't take a lot of skill, but it gives you that satisfaction of completing a fiber craft.
When you're through with it, what do you do with it?
Hang it on the wall.
Okay.
It's art.
Do they come in little different sizes though? Minis
These
versus
kits are all
large?
the same size, but it's all different designs. I've got a capybara, I've got flowers, I've got plants, I've got the foxes, all kinds of trendy designs.
Okay, and as people come in and have these classes with you and they learn and learn, does it become like a chef in the kitchen where you can create your own design?
Absolutely, you learn to riff. I've got a class coming up called Doodle, and if you look at this whale hat or this sweater that's the blue and green, those are stranded knitting, and that Doodle class teaches you to make your own designs with stranded knitting. So you've got your base pattern, it's a hat, it's a cowl, it's a sweater, and you plug in your own cute little charts. So you can have, you know, a sports theme, you can have a travel theme, you can have a baking theme. So your designs will actually, where this one is leaves, your designs would be like a KitchenAid mixer and a rolling pin.
It seems to me, I know I have to let you go, but that this would be a great thing to think about doing as a mother-daughter duo, especially I'll go back again to those middle school years when your girls are kind of fraught with self-doubt.
There's nothing more soothing than picking up your knitting or your crochet in a rough time.
Yeah. Okay, well, here's how you can do it. It's Chattanooga Yarn Company. If you go on her website, you can sign up for classes. You can learn more about all that she has to offer. It's ChattanoogaYarn.com. They do fill up quickly, so if you missed this one, just keep watching. Other ones will come up, and they make excellent Christmas gifts. Just here to tell you. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Julie.
Our dad, John Morgan, started Morgan & Morgan with a mission to protect the people.
And we've grown into America's largest injury law firm, but we're still a family business at heart.
We've helped millions of families.
Over 2 million